Starting that way. She's lost her mind. And good Friday morning here on the program. And she's already just running things.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the dog.
Oh, Charlie.
Charlie's here.
Charlie's a he.
Charlie's a he?
It.
It's a gelding.
Yes.
A puppy gelding.
Mm.
Charlie, you ain't got no nuts. But anyway, just like a Democrat or a lot of politicians in Mississippi. Good morning this morning. Let's see if this thing's working. I'm just curious. I've got a lot of little toys here.
Yeah, you taught me how to run the board yesterday, and then you bring this spaceship pad in here. Oh, nice! Look at you.
You know, somebody's got to be able to laugh at your jokes.
Ha ha ha.
Okay, but anyway. Good morning, Shane Easley. Good morning, everyone tuning in. Good morning. Y'all taking your time coming in. Also, today we will be staying on till
10
till 9, because at 9 we have the Blues and Arts Hour with the only Chris Davis, our news director. But Clay, a friend of ours, passed away yesterday. Corey McDonald, we all know him, and Clay is very close to him, and he is going to be with the family today. And that I said, okay, I'll be here. I'll be here. I got it covered.
Condolences to Clay and his friend's family.
Oh yes. And everybody, all this group of people were tied at the hip for years. And I mean, that's just the way it is. Okay, so we're back here on the program here. There's a whole lot going on in the world.
Yeah.
A lot of people are agreeing with us lately on the fact that you shouldn't shut down homecomings. Yeah. Jolynn, Michael, good morning. And what we're talking about is, if your plans have to change because of terrorism and fear, you should not let them change. Now, I'm not saying not be precautious, like step up security, do some other things that you need to do in order to make things safe, but never, ever back down, because basically you're looking at, okay, so you're going to pull it all back this week. What are you going to do next week?
Right.
What are you going to do the next week?
We'll become communist.
Yeah.
We'll become a communist America.
We're not going to back down, and I don't think anybody should back down. And I see them now that they, the knee-jerk reaction immediately was shut down. But as we look, different schools are speaking out and stepping up. And I thought Canton had a good plan. Canton High parade today at 2 on the square, I think, is what Jolynn says. Andy Devine says, happy Friday. I'm sure Andy Devine wouldn't back down on anything.
Nope.
Except putting up the new flag.
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't too much of a fan of that new flag.
So what do you got going on there? You're just playing with the phone, this, that, and the other. You sent me all this stuff last night you wanted to talk about.
I'm multitasking. My niece is going to pick up something, and I wanted her to see that it's on the side of my truck.
Do you not think if anybody really cares about that right now?
No, but you asked.
You asked.
You asked.
You asked.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Gleason's Tire over in Pearl. I asked you where I could go to get my oil changed in less than 2 hours, and you told me to go to Gleason's over in Pearl. So I went over there. It's a little bit of a ride from Flora to over there, but it was very well worth it. Polite people are on the move. They're working. They're not standing around looking at you. And I asked sweet Olivia, I said, how long is it going to take for you to have my oil changed? And she said 45 minutes. In 45 minutes, I was rolling out of their parking lot with an oil change.
Oh, yeah. And look, you can get tires on your car there in 45 minutes. I mean, 4 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing. And you had an appointment or didn't?
I called her.
You called ahead,
but she put me down. Yeah.
Right. But basically, you can go in there and people are. It's like in the 60s and 70s when I was growing up. Were you around back then? Yeah, you might have been. But the people, I mean, they're pop, pop, pop,
Yeah.
pop, pop, and it's like it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I wish I had was gas pumps there, and they'd pump your gas for you. I'd really be happy.
Really?
Because that's what reminded me of my grandfather's old gas station, Seven Gables, on the squares where Bank Plus was in Canton. And it had 7 gables, and you had people that hopped and did everything. Your dog is about to knock over the. Okay. Jeez.
Come here, Charlie. Charlie, you got to be still.
Charlie, get on camera. Speak, Charlie. Speak. Speak. Okay.
He says it's a little dirty. I got cobwebs all over me.
Anyway, we're doing radio show this morning with a little
little extra entertainment.
We'll be here for 3 hours. Also, good morning to Rod Scott. Jenny Halford checking in. I don't know.
She's up early.
Yeah, she has to get up for whatever. Canton Academy homecoming at school starts at 10 a.m., the Parade of Beauties.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lloyd Travis says good morning to Chip and Dawn.
Okay.
Okay. And
Charlie.
And Helen McKenzie doesn't say good morning to us. She just says good morning to Charlie.
Oh, me mom said good morning, Charlie.
Okay. Well, anyway, here we are on the program today, and we're going to get into what Shad White had to say yesterday about various things. We're going to get into talking about school choice during the next 3 hours because I got into it with somebody earlier this week, and I am still not through with that. The fact that you would say that you're either for Trump or Southern Poverty Law Center is just wrong. I mean, what do you think? I mean, you're not, it's either you're for it or against it, and there's nothing to be for or against yet, for one thing. Nobody's written anything down on paper. You've got people that are beating media people, obviously, and the politicians that represent you, they're beating them in the head, telling them that you've got to vote for school choice. And nobody knows what school choice is. It's not written down. And then they say, they call it education freedom. They say, Chip, you're against freedom. No, I'm not. I'm against. I want your money to go wherever it needs to go. But what we need to do is redo the whole school system before we decide how to do it. We can't fund it the way it is. Look at it right now. Your schools and everybody in this state that owns a piece of land is paying school taxes. I don't have any kids. Pace Moses, what exactly is school choice? There is no actually what is school choice. Now, it just doesn't exist. They've not written it down. I've asked them to write it down. The other day when I got into it with Russ, I said, well, why don't you send me a copy of that bill since you seem to have all this information? Crickets. But y'all, school choice, if it gets passed, you have a situation of you will need to take out $6,500 is given to each school district by the state and the fed government. It's
per child,
$6,500, and that's before your local tax dollars jump on top of that. And your local tax dollars that jump on top of that would mean that you would possibly make more money than $6,500. Let's say, like here in Madison County, you'd get $11,500. Okay, so if you have your kid in private school, that $11,500 would go to your kid in private school. If your kid was in a charter school, that $11,500 would go to that charter school. But if you homeschooled, that $11,500 would go to your homeschool. So what you're creating is a mess.
That's called making money.
That's called, I'm going to have 8 babies and I'm going to get $11,500 a year for each one of them and homeschool them. And then you're going to have another generation of people not out in the street. The street will have guns. Right now we're at 13 and 14-year-olds. We'll be at 8 and 9-year-olds with guns in the streets. I mean, it's a form of segregation. It's a form of us taking 60 years backwards. And so to make sure that it can be funded properly, which we make that problem all the time, in order to be funded properly and to put this together right in the right perspective, we need to take a year and keep talking about it, because a lot of good scenarios have come out of it. But I think they need to go back and, like, for instance, in most districts, 60% of the money coming in just goes to administrative people, not to the school, not to the principal in that school, not to the teacher in that school, not to the student in that school, administration.
That's right.
So if 60% of our money is going to administration and PERS, then what we need to do is drop back and punt and say, for instance, okay, let's say administration now needs to be 30% of the money. Then you go, well, where will those people go? Well, those people got into education and moved up the ladder. You probably got some people that are in administration who are qualified enough to teach school. And then your 3,000 teachers that you're short statewide, those positions would be filled.
Yep.
And that's what we got to do. Are they meaning if someone lives in Canton Public School District that they will have the choice to go to Madison Central? Yes, that's what they mean. They want you to be able to cross lines, and it's going to be a give and take. Like the homeschool usually won't let you leave, but they're going to eliminate what they're talking about doing is eliminating the homeschool being able to say anything, because every time somebody leaves their school, that money follows them to the next place. So if you were to, and I mean, in Canton, what this would do, it would be great in Canton. I just hate to say that. If you were just talking Canton and homeschool and school choice, yes, I want my alma mater, Canton Academy, to have as much money as it can.
Right.
Because the more money we have, we can move up the ladder and then beat Jackson Prep. Because you can bring in your athletes, you can bring in your smart people, you can do all of that. Because that's what it's about, is winning in all levels of sports and world and everything. You got to win, and you got to fight.
Yep.
So if you started taking money out of the public school system and giving it that. Now, I will also tell you this. We have a declining population, and that's something they're talking about in the news. And even Delbert mentioned it, the declining population and people going to public school or going to any school.
That's right.
Because they don't, the truancy. Well, we got to get all that under control. We got to figure out what we're going to do to make it all happen. And what it's going to take is moving the money around, start telling these districts, okay, you can only do 30% of that. Pace Moses said, that's ignorant. I'm glad to see you listen to the show all the time. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back and talk more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie.
And Charlie.
Charlie, you got to bark. Bark. Don't look at me like you're crazy. We'll be back on WY8B. Charlie, you got to bark. Bark. Don't look at me like you're crazy.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
Hello, this is Kamisha Mumford. As a proud graduate of Mississippi State University and Mississippi College School of Law, as an attorney and a judge, I understand that working across the aisle is better than divisive rhetoric. I'm running to improve public safety, to protect our public retirement system, and to improve our aging infrastructure. On Tuesday, November 4th, vote Kamisha Mumford for Senate District 26.
Paid for by friends of Kamisha Mumford. Are you a wine enthusiast? Are you looking for the perfect bottle to elevate your next dinner? The ultimate destination for wine lovers is 042 Wine and Spirits on West Government Street in Brandon. The locally owned, the locally operated 042 Wine offers something for everyone, from local favorites to rare vintage wines. 042 Wine and Spirits can help you find your next favorite wine. The friendly and knowledgeable folks at 042 Wine and Spirits will help you find the perfect bottle for every occasion. 042 Wine and Spirits, located on West Government Street in Brandon.
The mowing season is full on here in Mississippi. I'm David Frederick, owner of Frederick Sales and Service in Brandon. The industry-changing Exmark Laser Z commercial mower turns 30 years old this year and has been redesigned with even more great features you just have to see. We have a sale going on with instant rebates, and 0% financing is available too. Stop by our store and let our award-winning staff show you the Exmark difference. Fredericks and Exmark, over 3 decades serving you in Brandon since 1993.
Would you like the convenience of a sunglass clip that fits your eyeglass frame? Hi, it's Bruce from Eye Gear Optical, and I've heard you asking, so I stocked up on them. Come choose from our selection of Revolution eyewear frames with magnetic sun clips at fantastic prices. For about the same price as a regular eyeglass frame, you can have the best of both worlds while they last. Come see me and I'll customize a pair just for you at Eye Gear Optical, 2630 Highway 80 East in Pearl, and on the web at eyegearoptical.com.
Health has always been reactive, focused on fixing problems as they happen. But with Blue Primary Care, we're taking a proactive approach, working with you to help you understand your health and empowering you to be healthy. It's time to prioritize you, your health, and your life. The results? Less worrying and more living. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi. It's good to be blue.
Vans Comics, Cards, and Games is your local sports cards and memorabilia store, plus Pokemon, board games, comics, and more. Get in the game, make history, and own it at Vans Comics, Cards, and Games, Pear Orchard Road in Ridgeland, and at vansccg.com. Better ingredients, better pizza with a better website. Papa John's and papajohns.com team up for the best experience. Save more with Papa Rewards and all the best deals. Order today and enjoy the new specials and Papa's pairings at papajohns.com and at locations throughout the metro.
The Madison Lions Club is firing up the grills for our annual Chicken Go fundraiser. Join us Saturday, October 18th at the Renaissance Bank parking lot on Highway 51 and Madison Avenue. Enjoy a delicious plate with a half chicken, 2 sides, a roll, and our famous voodoo sauce. Order online at madisonlionsclub.square.site or from any Madison Lions Club member. Proceeds support vision screenings, scholarships, and local community projects. Madison Lions Club, serving with pride and serving you.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
Yes, it is the Chip Matthews Show, the most important show in America. The best way to start your day is right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Don McKenzie and Charlie. As the show just gets totally taken over, you're going to bring cats up here, cats and dogs living together. And as y'all can see her online, if you're watching, y'all share and like and love. And look, if y'all would like to buy this puppy,
he is not for sale.
Well, okay.
No way.
Okay.
Even though somebody dumped him out.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can do that. And that's what happened to you too, right?
Yep.
But anyway, you can always find a girl to host the radio if you just go out there and find one in the streets. Say, come on. Well, anyway, yesterday also we had the death of Ace Frehley.
Mm-hmm.
Shock me, make me feel better. Ace Frehley was, of course, a founding member of KISS. And, of course, he played my nightclub, Fire.
Did he really?
Yes, he did. And he was a dick. But anyway. Lillian Axe opened up. It was a great show. And I remember him looking at Stevie going, I'm not going to let that little shredder get on stage. I go, he's almost your age. What are you talking about? Chill out. And he's pretty good. And he's not a shredder like that. But, I mean, that's that.
Yeah.
But, we're getting raccoons and possums. Jeff Thomas is going to bring them to me. And look, if he says he's going to bring them
he's going to bring them.
He's going to bring them. And Jolene says, cute puppy. I remember that show. Yes, Russell McGuffey. It was a great show. Other than the fact that he got mad at everybody with the camera out. Said, nobody can take my picture on a cell phone. Now, you get that every once in a while by these old musicians. I don't want.
Yeah.
And I saw where, and look, he made me so mad because I had this old guitar that was a Ace Frehley Gibson with his picture on the stock from 1977.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I'm not autographing that guitar. You'll have it up online in like 10 minutes, making $1 million off my autograph. And I'm looking at him going, if someone's had the guitar since 1977, they're not fixing to get rid of it because Ace Frehley signed it. Yeah. Did you ever think that maybe that's why he was booked there? It's because you kind of like the guy and you're going, oh, this is great.
Well,
And I once had a Kiss tribute band that did the music so bad that I fired the band on stage. They said, what's the problem? I said, y'all suck. It's time to go. I said, I'll pay you for all of it. They said, no, we got to play our second set. Well, then I'll just pay you for your first set. Get the hell out of here. Because I don't want you to go back up. They go, what do you mean? Our fans out there. I said, you don't have no fans out there.
Famous people are weird.
This wasn't Ace. This was
I'm just talking about in
band.
general. Famous people are weird, and people who think they're famous are strange.
You're saying like me? I'm famous.
Yeah, but you're okay famous.
I'm okay famous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, so
I tolerate you.
You tolerate me.
Mm-hmm.
The world tolerates me.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're gonna be here most of the day today. So because I'm here till 9.
Yep.
Then I'm back at 12 to 1.
Yeah.
So.
Oh goodness, you got your whole day on the radio.
I should have brought me a ham sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, what? Tell us what the. No, let's take a break and come. Well, not just yet.
You want to talk about Webster right quick?
Let's talk about Webster Animal Clinic.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me see if I can.
Since we have a puppy in here,
yes.
let Charlie talk about Webster. Oh, there goes Charlie.
Well, Charlie was brought in here wearing a costume today, getting in preparation for the Webster Animal Shelter's fundraising tomorrow. It's the 3rd annual Dream Home Properties Halloween event. And so I'd had him dressed
Halloweeny?
Halloween. Howl like a dog.
I thought you said Halloweeny.
No, Halloween event.
I was fixing to say you got to have a Dachshund. But anyway.
Well, I did bring Charlie up here dressed as
Charlie's
a hot
not
dog.
a Dachshund.
No, he's a Callahoola cur.
Where are you going?
He says, away from you. So anyway, everybody's asked to come and join their event tomorrow, and you should bring your pets, dress them up in Halloween costumes. And there's a $10 entry for guests, and they can bring their pets to be in the pet parade, and there will be a social media costume contest. And whoever's pet gets the most likes, shares will get amazing door prizes.
And speaking of liking and sharing,
Mm-hmm.
like and share this show on Facebook.
Absolutely.
Please share the show. We got to grow the show and need everybody to listen. Okay, Charlie, you say it's time for a break?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and talk about Shad White. And what was Shad talking about yesterday?
We talking about dead folks on Medicaid rolls. I got the whole list right here.
We got a roll. We got a list. We're going to talk about it. Good morning, Rhonda. We'll be right back on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie and Charlie on WYAB. Charlie, you're going to have to talk. We'll be right back on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie and Charlie.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris at Fannin Mart on the Res is quickly becoming Rankin County's go-to spot for pizza, burgers, pasta, appetizers, daiquiris, and more. Try their famous Wheel of Flavor pizza. You can add up to 3 different specialty pizzas onto one pie, such as the Margarita, Sergeant Pepperoni, Acme Beef Buster, Pig, Pesto Chicken, the Old Mexico, the Supreme, or hey, just build your own custom pizza. Acme also has a full bar with 9 different frozen daiquiris to choose from. Open daily at 4 p.m. Acme Pizza and Daiquiris.
Did you know that the average 6-room house collects 40 pounds of dust each year? Local business Pure Air Consultants duct cleaning service can rid your home of the dust, dirt, and debris that may be caught in your air ducts. They can eliminate the mold, fungi, and microbes that might be growing inside your ductwork and polluting the air you breathe in your home. Mention WYAB and receive a free UV light with system replacement. Visit online at mypureairconsultants.com. mypureairconsultants.com.
Craving something extraordinary in Jackson? Manship Restaurant is where your taste buds hit the jackpot. Join us for happy hour every day from 3 to 6 p.m. where your wallet will thank you and your stomach will sing. Indulge in half-price wood-fired pizzas because why pay full price for half the fun? And for just $5, dive into our private barrel bourbon picks. That's right, luxury on a budget. Plus, beat the heat with our frozen drink special, a tropical escape without the travel expenses. Make your way to the Manship where happy hour isn't just a time, it's an experience.
Ladies, tired of running on empty, sleepless nights, mood swings, stubborn weight, skin that has lost its glow? It is not just getting older. It is your body begging for help. Hey, y'all, I'm Morgan at Women's Wellness in Mississippi. At Women's Wellness in Mississippi, we bring it all together. Hormone therapy, medical weight loss, and the latest, greatest aesthetic treatments like facials, lasers, Botox, and so much more. This is where wellness and beauty meet so that you can feel amazing inside and out. At Women's Wellness in Mississippi, the best version of you is waiting right around the corner.
Pops Auto Sales on Highway 49 in Florence is where you come to buy quality cars, trucks, and SUVs. Priced to fit your budget. At Pops Auto, we specialize in trucks. From four-wheel drives to diesels, our satisfied repeat buyers know Pops has one of the largest truck inventories for any independent dealer, period. Browse Pops inventory at popsautosalesllc.com and get pre-approved for a zero down payment with approved credit. With warranties and service contracts available. Pops Auto Sales, your home for trucks. Highway 49 South in Florence.
Tri-County Tree Service, the Jackson Metro's premier company to handle all of your tree service needs. Russ Borland and his team specialize in large tree, low-impact removal. Tri-County Tree Service has the right equipment to safely handle the most technical trim jobs or tree removals. Storm damage can happen year-round, so let them clean it up and they'll deal with your insurance claim. Tri-County Tree Service, by phone at 601-TREE-GUY or online at tricotreeservice.com. That's tricotreeservice.com.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It's the show that tells the truth. It is the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB with Dawn McKenzie. And that's what we've been dealing with. Is a lot of people say, Chip, I've been listening to your show for a while. You get into the subjects. Good morning, Monty Pimenta. And we talk about the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why when we talk about the school choice issue, we're talking about the truth. There is no bill. There is lobbyists out there running money around. I even heard commercials for the ballot initiative, but not from the one that was run by Spence Flatguard, but by another group that's running commercials to reinstate the ballot initiative, which once again, if we had the ballot initiative, we could help you lawmakers.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all not going to have any of that.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to have any of that. I'll bring you the pink slush energy drink today or tomorrow at Acme. No, I don't need it. I got too much energy. Go ahead. Okay, so on the list of Shad White items that we need to look at, y'all, and you got to think about this because it's an issue. And waste is what's going on. And a special session to talk about school choice would be a waste of our time and our money because you don't have a plan together. And the people in Madison County and Rankin County don't want to be invaded by people that want to go to school in their place.
Right.
And that's part of what school choice is about.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead.
Well, Shad White found yesterday, and there's a whole list. And the last one that we'll talk about is is something that's just it goes along with the school choice. Okay. So he found dead folks on Medicaid rolls.
Imagine that.
Taxpayer-funded cell phones for state employees that are never turned on. Welfare funds spent on speeding tickets, cell phone bills, and college football tickets.
Welfare funds spent on those?
Mm-hmm. Millions in education and health benefits going to illegal immigrants. Hundreds of millions in unemployed benefits going to ineligible people. Nonprofits spending taxpayer grants on parties and midnight lift rides to bars. Millions spent by universities on DEI program. State agencies buying TV screens for $5,800.
Well,
now, I wonder if they're still on state property or at somebody's home.
Yeah, I mean that's where you change out the $500 100-inch TV that you can get that doesn't have the glowing Q liquid inside it, and you put in the $5,900 because everybody's going, TVs are cheap. I go, they still got the expensive ones.
Yeah. State officials using the state plane for non-official trips, like out-of-state college baseball games. But this right here's the kicker.
Yeah.
Administration spending in
Through
kindergarten through 12 education increased despite the number of student and teachers decreasing. So they're spending more on administrative for school,
right.
despite the number of students and teachers decreasing. Isn't that something? We've been saying it all along. And then there's more spending on cars and travel for state employees than other similar sized states. So he says the moral of the story, if there's waste in state government, then we'll find it. And sunlight is the best disinfectant.
And the funny thing about it is when you find it, the politician that is in charge of that area should take care of it.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, if you're in Congress, if you're the Mississippi legislature, you should be wanting to cut this out yourself. So when you look at it, big guys, when y'all think about this and you talk about school choice, you're going 60% go to of the school money that's already going there. And in every county, everybody's collected. I've been paying taxes for kids I've never had to be educated, like May. And do I get a rebate? Do I get a rebate for not having a kid? I think that's the way the program needs to go.
Yeah.
We will give school choice will mean those that were homeschooled, they'll get a check. And then those with kids at private schools, they'll get a check. And then those that are in charter schools, they'll get a check. And then someone who's never had anybody in school, thank you for not being a drain on the system. We'll send you a check. I mean, how many people have paid for school? Like, for instance, Debbie Bragansky's paying taxes in two counties. And people that own property everywhere, that's what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, it's like I said a few months back, is that, people, they work hard for their money and they want to have some money left over to live a good life. And with all this waste, people could have a better life than what they have. But these politicians and these government officials, they probably started out taking a little bit of money and they got away with it. And over the years, it's just grown and grown and grown till this is unacceptable for our paid politicians and our government agencies just to take our money and laugh and have a good time.
Andy Devine said Roman senators, y'all listen to this, Roman senators were audited before and after their terms. If any major increase is due to official positions, it was either surrender the excess or be executed. And we do executions here in Mississippi.
We do.
Wouldn't that be awful? Nancy Pelosi she'd have been gone.
Did you see her tell that reporter to shut up?
They've lost their mind. They have nothing to talk about. The Democrat Party in the national level is so screwed that it's pathetic. The love of the money is the root of all evil. What was that other quote yesterday? They said it wasn't the love of money. It was
No, it's the love of money. You said the money is the root of all evil, but it's the love of money that is the root of all evil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
That's why they're going to put Trump's picture on a dollar bill.
So do you want to ask if anybody wants to call in?
Yeah, please call in on the Mitch Tyner for Justice Court Judge
phone line. And it's 601-879-0002.
And we'll talk about all these subjects. And of course, on the subject of Mitch Tyner running for Justice Court Judge, let's also remember that he's the only candidate that is a lawyer. He's the only candidate that lives in the district that he's running in.
Yep.
He's the only candidate with a college degree. He's the only candidate that you should be voting for. Is what I would say, and because he's the guy. He would be a great.
He's a lifelong resident of Mississippi
and Madison County. Yes, sir. And I mean that's what you got to have. I don't understand why the girl was put up. Ms. Wise was put up by Banks, Griffin and Steen. She's I like her. She's a great person, but how did that name come out of the woods to be the person to run? I'm going to appoint somebody a judge, and I'm not going to look at their credentials and see if they're a lawyer or if they've ever done anything or made any decisions before.
Yeah.
They just.
Yeah. Well, if she gets to keep her job, I'm sure that the pieces of the puzzle will fall together pretty quickly.
Oh yeah. And and in Rankin County, all the justice court judges are lawyers.
Correct.
Now, of course, you do not have to be a lawyer to have this job. It is made there to be for the common, sensible person.
Yep.
But you don't live in the district. It's like you're taking away. Can't even vote for herself. Right. Look at it that way. She cannot vote for herself, nor can her husband. Yeah. When you can't vote for yourself in an election,
something's wrong.
Something's really wrong. So, yeah, we just got to look at all that. And let's see, Schumer is the spawn of Satan. Man, y'all are rough this morning. Mitch McConnell can't even walk. Now, don't be saying that. He's 80.
He failed yesterday.
He's 85.
Well, he needs to. He says he's going to retire in 27. Just go ahead and retire.
If he can get 4 more years in, he can afford something, right?
Yeah.
Afford the coffin you're going to need, because I don't understand why people. That goes back to working 40 hours a week. We work 40 hours a week, and to make it
anybody that works 40 hours
and
a week.
To make a living, if you want to live and you're not living in Section 8 housing or getting a check from Benny Thompson, you got to have a job. But if you're living in Section 8 housing and on Benny Thompson's nickel, today is Friday. You're going to go get your hair did. You're going to get your nails done. And you ain't going to worry about them kids. We ain't worried about nothing that goes on. Then them kids are going to get the guns out because it's Friday afternoon. And at 6:00, it's on.
What is it? Kim Wade call it? The gun and knife show?
The gun and knife show for the weekend.
Yeah.
And so when the schools were shutting down, like for instance at Canton High School, it's a long road to get in there. And those parents that are in there cooking, who paid $100, $150 and been doing it for several years while their kids in school, they're not going to let nothing happen to their kids. So,
nope, something might happen once they get out them gates on the highway, but
you just got to secure the location. And I'm not blaming it on Canton. I'm saying all of these cases, we can't run in fear. We've got to stop it. And the way to stop it is going to be probably to get the National Guard in every city. And don't think that ain't coming.
Right.
Because there's a point where everybody wants to feel safe walking down the road. We did take our second break, right?
Yep. We took one at 6:30.
Okay, so we got good.
I know.
Good time.
We're rolling right on along today.
We're rolling,
It's all about Charlie. He brought good vibes in today.
Smells like a dog. You're going to take him down there and get a shower?
Yeah, he needs a bath.
What about you?
I am perfectly fine.
Well, I need one. But anyway, okay, Charlie. What else is going on in the world? What else are we going to look at? I sent you some stuff. Well, the show that is greatly prepared.
Yeah.
And Google sent me golly, how many are you going to send me? You sent me all these notices to tell me that I was trying to log in. But anyway, let's see that. Let's go to what was sent to you.
Oh, goodness. Let me get over here.
You're just.
Let me get this show rolling here.
Please. You're only here for one thing.
What, to keep you organized?
No, just to have something to say. Okay. Growing up, I pretty much just listened to heavy metal. I was pretty close-minded. Country music was the counterculture to the opposite. Now a grown adult, I love my country music friends, and I miss doing ignorant redneck stuff with them a lot. I'm glad to be grown, and I do miss my buddies from the Sticks. It's a buddy of mine, Joey Tannehill.
Yeah.
He's in a band called, what's his band right now? It's called sideways or something like that. And then here's a picture of Les Penn online. Cotton, 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 'tis the season. And, you know, there's nothing like cotton in Madison County to me was part of growing up. That was just the greatest thing. And when we had all the gins in town, it looked like snow on the ground, especially when it was homecoming week. It always seemed that they were picking cotton and homecoming week, and you'd ride through in the homecoming parade and it looked like snow was on the ground. It's just like New York City. What you got?
Well, just talking about the they didn't change the law to leave the time as it is this year, and there's some statistics that there is during this time of the year when as the time changes, that there's a spike of 300% in deer and vehicle collisions. Did you know that?
No.
Mm-mm.
I almost had two.
And 200 deaths happen and 26,000 injuries annually, and it costs $10 billion with the time change back and forth like they do every year. And people kind of upset that didn't pass.
Let me put it to you this way. I'm going to enjoy getting my hour back. Michael Horton says, not all black people receive food stamps. Some of us can read between the lines. Well, Michael Horton, I want to make sure you understand that I know, but those that are living in Section 8 housing throughout the Benny Thompson district and sit there waiting on the handout, that's a different story. And that's what I was referring to. Not all things. Look, there are a lot of great black people in this community. And one of the most important ones that is on the agenda right now, and I hope to get him in the studio soon, is James Meredith. Now, a lot of people that grew up in the 60s say, hey, he went to Ole Miss and just stirred up all the mess. Let me tell you this. James Meredith did not want civil rights. And it says it in his Wikipedia bio. And he was not embraced by the civil rights community because his knowledge of what he wanted was equal rights. And that's what is happening right now in this Senate decision that's going in the court system right now. They're picking up the lawsuit that Louisiana filed, but it's basically you can't do anything based on race. Civil rights were created for the sole purpose for the black community, because that was what the Democrats thought was the way. Well, we can shut all the blacks up and they'll be on our side, and that'll be that. And we'll call them civil rights. But civil rights are illegal because they're based on race, just like drawing the lines of each district based on population, race in the population. You're supposed to just do it because policy. There's 1,000 people, cut it up.
Yeah.
There's 1,000 people, cut it up. No, there you go. There's 1,000 people. How many of them are black or white? And that's illegal. So that's over. Maybe. I mean, we're going to say maybe for the time because the justices have not ruled on it yet. But the reality is, in the Constitution, all men are created equal. And that is what James Meredith went to Ole Miss to argue about. Now, of course, it was not popular at the time. And, you know, then he walked from Jackson from Memphis to Jackson on the old 51 highway, got shot, but he still finished his walk. And civil rights leaders came out to do his walk. And he was not for that. He didn't want them to get in on that. It was equal rights, not civil rights that he wanted. And a lot of people don't know that. And I ran into him and we talked. We've been talking for 5 or 6 years. And he used to work up at the Planet Fitness all the time. He's getting older, but he still was showing up. So I'm going to go check on him and see if I got his number somewhere, and we're going to look at that. He also has a web page up where he explains all this.
Oh, nice.
And his papers in the future will be very important. It's amazing to me. And that all the civil rights people that rolled him out to get the black vote, I would love to see him show up and be on stage with J.D. Vance on this turning point.
Yeah.
And we clear the air, because that's what it's all about. It's about everybody getting along and nobody looking at race to decide how to get along. Okay, we'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB with the mostly talented Dawn McKenzie and her puppy, Super Dog Charlie, right here on WYAB, the only morning show with a dog. McKenzie and her puppy, Super Dog Charlie, right here on WYAB, the only morning show with a dog.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
At Sunkissed Tan and Wellness on Highway 49 in Flora, we specialize in providing exclusive tanning services and premium beauty products tailored for women. Our mission at Sunkissed is to enhance your natural beauty, offer expert advice, and create a personalized experience. At Sunkissed Tan and Wellness, step into our oasis and let us illuminate your beauty. Ask about our membership program. Find us on Facebook at Sunkissed Tan and Wellness or online at sunkissedtanandwellness.org.
Venable Glass is your local glass expert, offering residential, automotive, and commercial glass. Venable Glass can do it all. What sets Venable Glass apart from the rest? Unmatched reliability and customer service. Don't forget, tell your insurance company that you want to use Venable Glass. And remember, you do have a choice. Let Venable Glass work hard to earn your business. Call Venable's Richland or Brandon locations today for a free estimate or visit venableglass.com.
We would like to invite you to visit our retirement community, which is not only beautiful, but affordable as well. I'm Rhonda Brown, director at the Waterford on Highland Colony in Richland. Our enhanced dining services include 3 delicious daily meals served in our beautiful open dining room. In addition, we're pet friendly and we're so excited about our brand new dog park. Call us at the Waterford on Highland Colony in Richland, 601-856-6131.
For over 15 years, A1 Gear and Auto has been your hometown specialist for your auto repair and maintenance needs. From brake repair to placement to radiators, engines, starters, alternators, heat, and AC water pumps, and more, A1 will get your vehicle back up and running and on the road and in a timely manner. A1 is one of the only shops in the metro that specializes in rear differentials, rear ends, and rings and pinions. Call today to set up an appointment, or if you got questions, at 601-939-1060. A1 Gear and Auto, your hometown vehicle specialist.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris at Fannin Mart on the Res is quickly becoming Rankin County's go-to spot for pizza, burgers, pasta, appetizers, daiquiris, and more. Try their famous Wheel of Flavor pizza. You can add up to 3 different specialty pizzas onto one pie, such as the Margarita, Sergeant Pepperoni, Acme Beet Buster, Pig, 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 Pesto Chicken, the Old Mexico, the Supreme, or hey, just build your own custom pizza. Acme also has a full bar with 9 different frozen daiquiris to choose from. Open daily at 4 p.m. Acme Pizza and Daiquiris.
Doctor, the AC doctor, what's your diagnosis? My whole house was hot as a fever. Now my house frozen, cause my air conditioning's on. Doctor, my AC's broken. Doctor, the AC doctor, heal my house, bless my soul.
The AC Doctors is your one-stop provider for air conditioning and heating installation, service, and repair. Contact us for money-saving repairs and lower energy bills.
Doctor, the AC doctor, heal my house, bless my soul.
Google the AC Doctors and get some relief today. TheACDR.com.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host.
It is Chip Matthews on the all-important Chip Matthews Show. You got something else to say? Get him to say it again.
Charlie, come here.
Charlie. Jeez.
Listen, Charlie.
It is Chip Matthews Show, the most important part of your day. What are you going to do, Charlie? Oh! He's That's enough of that. That's enough of that. 6:55 in the morning. You should have talked during the first 45 minutes of the show.
He said, "I shy."
Okay.
He said,
Anyway, we got a lot of college football this weekend, so let's just look at that. Tonight you have Louisville playing number 2 Miami on ESPN. You have Nebraska at Minnesota. You have North Carolina at California, and San Jose State at Utah State. Now, tomorrow is a great day for football. And it starts early. Yes,
Yeah.
it starts early. LSU plays Vanderbilt at Vanderbilt.
Hmm.
Come on, Vandy. I guess it's better for me if LSU wins because we are the home of LSU football right here on WYAB. You can listen to the show right here. The pregame show begins at like 11 o'clock in the morning tomorrow.
Yeah.
And goes all the way through the game. So y'all don't miss that. Let's see the other big games tomorrow at 2:30. Mississippi State, Ole Miss plays Georgia in Athens.
You were kind of fearful of that game.
I'm not fearful of
Yes,
that game.
you are.
No, I'm not. We beat the hell out of them last year. We're going to beat the hell out of them again this year.
Look, y'all barely won the last ball game you played.
So you don't know anything
you
about
almost gave you a heart attack.
We were looking ahead. We were looking ahead.
Mm-hmm.
But also tomorrow at 3:15, it's Mississippi State versus Florida. So they're gonna have you got to have your phone on switcher going back and forth.
Is that Florida the team with the alligator?
Yeah, alligator.
That Florida team.
Yeah, it hadn't had a bite in a while. Jolynn, I drove to Florida yesterday. Glad to see the dump truck invasion has ended. Yes, we've noticed that. And then we also noticed recently that somebody's moving some dirt recently to start something new. So
always
it'll be back. Lloyd Travis says, "Oh, what a sweet little puppy." Okay, other games tomorrow include Alabama and Tennessee. And, there's a lot of other games. Kalamazoo will be playing Hope. Carthage will be playing Wheaton. No, Youngstown State will be playing Illinois State. No, I'm just looking. They got them all listed. North Texas, I don't need to sign up for ESPN anything. North Texas State is playing Arkansas. Texas Tech at Arizona State. Memphis is at UAB. Mississippi State at Florida. Alcorn State's at Florida A&M. And that's homecoming at Alcorn, which they have made arrangements to be safe there. Good morning, Donna Yowell. I was listening to her podcast the other day. Oregon at Rutgers. Texas at Kentucky. Where's Alabama? Oh, Tennessee at Alabama. I already said that. And USC plays Notre Dame. Those are the games I'll be watching. Well, I hate Missouri, but Missouri's at Auburn. I hope Auburn wins. And that's that. That's all we got.
Mm-hmm.
And may your team win tomorrow. I hope they win.
Yeah.
Whoever it is.
Yeah.
And at 7:07, we're going to be back right here today because we're filling in for Clay today and this morning. So don't touch that dial.
Don't you want to give us some clapping hands on the way out?
Oh, you want clapping hands?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Okay, don't touch that dial. Oh, not working. Okay. Don't touch that down. We'll be back at same bat time, same bat channel at 7:07.
Yeah.
I guess Charlie will be here still.
Yep. Charlie will be here till 7:30.
I'll be here. Yep. And you can call in on the Mitch Tyner hotline. What's that number?
601-879-0002.
He brings you the telephone line this morning, and he will be we'll be talking to everybody at 7:07 on the other side on the Clay Edwards Show right here on WYAB. I am Chip Matthews. She is Dawn McKenzie. We're going to sign off on our show, and then we're ready to go.
Bye.
Bye.
Enthusiast, are you looking for the perfect bottle to elevate your next dinner? The ultimate destination for wine lovers is 042 Wine and Spirits on West Government Street in Brandon. They're locally owned, they're locally operated. 042 Wine offers something for everyone, from local favorites to rare vintage wines. 042 Wine and Spirits can help you find your next favorite wine. The friendly and knowledgeable folks at 042 Wine and Spirits will help you find the perfect bottle for every occasion. 042 Wine and Spirits, located on West Government Street in Brandon.
Welcome to the Clay Edwards Show. More adrenaline.
You know, it's a pretty interesting time to be alive. What's the saying? May the times you live in be interesting. We have accomplished that.
And more testosterone for your morning drive.
But when you know you've got a problem, how about tell people and be honest? What's going on?
Going to war on cancel culture and bringing the spotlight on issues and topics from around the city of Jackson.
I feel like Jackson, Mississippi.
No one else wants to talk about.
The whole system is corrupt and evil. It's unreal, and they don't care. And everybody knows that. It's just sad.
And fights for the soul of America.
I'm going to need y'all to explain to me what a positive solution is, because you positive solutions only people have been in charge for a while now. And I'm not seeing too many positive solutions.
You never met a motherfucker.
Strap in, turn up the volume, and get ready, Jackson, for unfiltered, no sugar added talk radio.
It is Chip Matthews and Dawn McKenzie filling in for the Clay Edwards. He's out today due to a death of one of his friends, and I understand.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're in for the next 2 hours here on the Clay Edwards Show. If you'd like to call in, that number is
601-879-0002.
Yes, there you go. So call in on that line. And of course, we're in the Men's Health and Wellness Studio.
Mm-hmm.
Right here.
You need to go.
Mm-hmm.
You need to go find you some health.
We're tight. I already go there.
Oh, do you?
Yes,
now?
I do.
Okay. Well, I can't tell.
Okay, so thank you very much. Everybody can see me on camera. They can tell that I'm the sexiest man on the radio at this moment. So, getting back on the radio here and looking at this, I was scrolling through, and we were going to talk about some other stuff, and we're going to talk about the civil rights versus equal rights during this hour, and we're going to bring that up and see if we can get the phone lines hot and talk about that. But also, I'm looking at this waste as we look at waste in the money.
Mm-hmm.
I just was scrolling through, and I try to always say positive things, but today I just don't understand.
You're finding it hard today. Today's Friday.
Right. But
today's supposed to be lighthearted, but here we go. Okay, let's hear it.
Well, let's put it this way. They're asking for your input in Canton. For the city of Canton is creating a citywide transportation plan.
A citywide transportation plan.
And we want to hear from you. Your feedback will shape the future of our street, sidewalk, and transportation system. Well, you know, recently they some of the people that live there, some of the citizens acquired by Jaguar in order to start this transportation system. And I guess if we had more transportation that the government paid for, then we would not need to steal cars in Canton.
Yeah.
I just see that, and I don't know. I hate us forming a committee to talk about anything. Let's make some decisions and do some work.
That's what the aldermen are for.
Aldermen, and I mean, and right now we're still waiting to appoint either a person qualified to be on the CMU board. We're still waiting on that. Versus a butcher, a baker, and a candlestick maker. No, I mean, you know, if we're going to fly the plane, let's hire the pilot.
Yes.
Not the hairdresser.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's something we need to get on to doing, and it shouldn't be just laying out there forever. And I get so tired of government not working. I mean, some of the simple things that you could work and get past, we just don't do it. Also, is it Stew-Palooza this weekend?
It is.
Okay, Stew-Palooza.
I think their tea times are 8 and 1.
And that's going on at the Canton Country Club this weekend.
And they through that organization, they offer 2 Mississippi high school students a college scholarships.
Yes.
Through the proceeds off of that golf tournament that is in honor of Stuart Smith.
Stuart Smith,
Mm-hmm.
who enjoyed playing golf, and His family is a good friend of mine. I mean,
They're long time
Oh,
Cantonians.
yeah. Ray was the first. His mama was the first person I ever bought a Valentine for.
Oh,
yes.
You were so sweet when you were little. What happened?
6 or 7. I woke up. I woke up, and then of course, Clark is a good friend of mine. Clark Smith.
Yeah.
We hung out together growing up,
Mhm.
and great family. Smith family, great family.
Yeah,
But anyway,
they are.
okay. So y'all get out and enjoy those events. I'm looking at this headline on Channel 16: Man shot after hearing gunshots in Jackson. How did?
Well, maybe he heard the gunshot, but he didn't realize it was he that was shot.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm glad to see that you can hear them now. No, the bullet that gets used, you're never supposed to hear. Gun violence in Mississippi makes page 1 of today's New York Times.
New York Times.
New York Times. We're big in New York City.
Oh no, that's terrible
But
to make it in.
Well, what it is that you got all these people and all these Democrats bringing up gun control, and anytime in the national news, if you can say Mississippi and something bad, they think that we're all down here shooting each other. Now in Mississippi, the blacks are shooting the blacks, the whites shoot the whites. We're racially divided when we shoot. I'm just kidding. And the deers are getting shot by bow and arrows.
Yes.
Where we saw
and hit by cars.
And by cars. And of course the picture yesterday of Taco Tuesday. Taco was he was posing with one of his I guess it was a doe.
He harvested a deer.
Was it a doe?
I thought you said it was a big buck.
It was not a big buck.
Oh,
that thing
you were not speaking the truth.
No, I didn't say a big buck. It was that deer wasn't bigger than him. What are you talking about? He says, I'm gonna get me some back straps. Okay. But anyway.
Yeah.
But that's that. But anyway, the gun violence in Mississippi, what they're failing to tell the people nationally, and I haven't read this article, so I really ought to. But in Mississippi cities, even adults have a curfew, is what it says. A crackdown open debate on how far to go to fight crime. I mean, we're all over the front page of the New York Times.
That's terrible.
But the reality is, even the adults have a curfew. Well, the deal is the adults have a curfew because they know that's kind of a self-imposed curfew.
Yes.
You know to get off the streets or you're going to get shot. You are going to get shot. And when you look at this in Mississippi, now, Dawn and I believe that everybody should wear a gun wherever they go. And if everybody went back to like the old West of wearing 6-shooters or whatever, and you can go buy guns and gear and pick some up.
Yeah, or 2-gun tactical.
Or 2-gun tactical. And strap them on.
Yeah.
And you go in. That people, if you have a gun, there's a better probability they're not going to shoot you.
Yeah.
And so, but people need to realize that the gunfire is coming from people that are not old enough to have a gun, or they're a felon and not supposed to have a gun.
Right.
And you want to take the gun out of the legal people's hands, so we have nothing to fight back. Well, you don't take a knife to a gunfight.
No.
You know, I'll take a rock. I'll take a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
But I mean,
some people take rebars. And
then right here, AOC talking about will face charges for allegedly teaching illegal immigrants how to evade ICE. And she
needs to be in jail.
Yeah, and she also is, she wants to give them what they need in order to fight ICE. And then they've been sitting up on perches waiting to shoot at ICE members and stuff like that, snipers and stuff. And that's just crazy. That's when guns don't work, is when the brains of the people with the guns are not working. And that's why those of us who have a brain, or at least half a brain.
Do you have that much of a brain?
In your case.
No, we're talking about you.
But anyway, you got guns are good.
Yep.
Understand that and there is no situation, because even you people, the Democrats out there that are listening to my voice, they'll say, everybody don't need a gun. I go, you got a gun? Yeah, I got a gun. I ain't stupid. But that's the case.
Yep.
Guns are good. We need to know what's going on. A sergeant with the Memphis Police Department has been arrested in Oakland on multiple charges, including evading arrest and child endangerment. And when we come back, we're going to talk about the craziness and the refiling in
DeSoto County.
In DeSoto County,
Mm-hmm.
where the DA, not the DA, the judge in the case of a female committing a crime
Mm-hmm.
of child abuse,
Mm-hmm.
got off with house arrest. And it didn't even say in there that she was having to arrest her as a sex offender. But we're going to get back. We're going to talk about that a little bit and some more right here on the Clay Edwards Show with Chip Matthews and Dawn McKenzie. Sitting in. A little bit and some more right here on the Clay Edwards Show with Chip Matthews and Dawn McKenzie. Sitting in.
1039 WYAB.
There's never been a better time to buy a new construction home in the city of Brandon at Hyde Park. Take advantage of builder incentives, including seller pay closing costs or rate buydowns that help you lower your payment by hundreds. Prices start at $299,000 at Hyde Park. These beautiful homes offer LVP flooring, gas fireplace, and 2-car garages, all backed by a wonderful builder's warranty. Hey, I'm Brad Burleson with UList Realty, and I'd love to show you around Hyde Park anytime. Give us a look at our website, ulistms.com, or simply Google Hyde Park Brandon.
For over 15 years, A1 Gear and Auto has been your hometown specialist for your auto repair and maintenance needs. From brake repair to placement to radiators, engines, starters, alternators, heat, and AC water pumps. And more, A1 will get your vehicle back up and running and on the road and in a timely manner. A1 is one of the only shops in the metro that specializes in rear differentials, rear ends, and rings and pinions. Call today to set up an appointment, or if you got questions at 601-939-1060. A1 Gear and Auto, your hometown vehicle specialist.
Here at Lake and Glass and Tint, we've become well known for two things: window tint and windshields. Now, when it comes to window tint, you already know that we're the go-to for home, car, and office. And as always, we offer free consultations. So if you're in the need of window tint or windshields, give us a call, 601-946-1000. Check us out on Facebook or Instagram or at lakeandglassandtint.com. Lake and Glass and Tint, where quality matters.
It's time to fall into savings at Mazda of Jackson. With ball games, road trips, and all the busyness, don't miss a thing. With 2.9% financing for 36 months on a new 2025 Mazda CX-5. Or get 2.9% financing for 63 months on the 2025 CX-90. 1-year maintenance is included on your new vehicle purchase. And take advantage of the pre-tariff inventory that's almost gone. Shop online at MazdaofJackson.com or visit Mazda of Jackson, I-55 Frontage Road in Jackson.
Hey guys, this is Casey Ellis with Ellis Autoplex, located on Highway 471 in Brandon. Ellis Autoplex, known as Little Truck City, is your old school mom and pop style dealership that's family owned and operated. We specialize in 4-wheel drive trucks, but don't worry, we have cars and SUVs too. Looking to sell your vehicle? Bring it by Ellis Autoplex, where we pay fair market value and we cut you a check on the spot. Need your vehicle service or repair? We can handle that too. Shop us online or set your appointment at ellisautoplex.com. That's ellisautoplex.com.
For decades, you've known the name Martin's for good times, great food, and the best live music. Now that's happening at 2 locations, downtown Jackson and Livingston. Check the websites, martinslivingstonms.com and martinsdowntownjxn.com for the many special events and live music lineups. You can chill with friends on the big patio at the Livingston location and enjoy the blue plate lunches and nightly drink specials. Martin's, downtown and Livingston.
I've always believed that being your jeweler means being there for you with the highest quality jewelry repair and custom design services in the state. I'm John Ravenstein.
I'm Corey Ravenstein. That's why here at Juniker Jewelry Company, you'll find the largest team of fine jewelry professionals and artisans in Mississippi.
Only here at Juniker's will you find 4 master goldsmiths. We do everything in-house. Your jewelry never leaves our shop.
We even have jewelry designers on staff to help you create that one-of-a-kind piece you've always dreamed of.
Juniker's master craftsmen set the stones, work the metals, and polish everything to perfection.
There is almost nothing we can't create or fix like new again.
For Mississippi's finest jewelry repair and true old-world craftsmanship, come see us at Juniker Jewelry Company.
Our trusted jewelry professionals are here for you.
Juniker Jewelry Company, Mississippi's direct diamond importer. 1485 Highland Colony Parkway, just south of 463 in Madison, and junikerjewelry.com.
Tri-County Tree Service, the Jackson Metro's premier company to handle all of your tree service needs. Russ Borland and his team specialize in large tree, low-impact removal. Tri-County Tree Service has the right equipment to safely handle the most technical trim jobs or tree removals. Storm damage can happen year-round, so let them clean it up and they'll deal with your insurance claim. Tri-County Tree Service, by phone at 601-TREE-GUY or online at tricotreeservice.com. That's tricotreeservice.com.
Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. This is the Clay Edwards Show.
And we are filling in for Clay Edwards today on the program. You got to quit grabbing that like that.
Does it hurt your ears?
After I already had turned up, people are going, what's she doing? She likes to grab it.
I'm sorry.
And get it positioned right. Anyway, let's also remind everybody, Charlie. That's Charlie. If you're looking online on Facebook, there's the dog. Oh, geez. Jeez, that was loud. But anyway, we're here on the Chip Matthews Show, filling in for Clay Edwards today. And Charlie, you calm down. We're not going to talk, but we will remind everybody, like you just told me to, that today absentee voting is allowed in the elections in Madison County and in Hinds County, wherever there's a special election going on. And we're 2 weeks away from the election, November 4th.
Yep.
And of course, right now in the election, you're voting for Madison County Justice Court Judge, which is Mitch Tyner versus Colleen Wise. And then I can't remember all the names that are running for John Horn's seat.
Right.
But there's a lot of them. But you need to figure out who to vote for and vote for them. Y'all talk among each other, figure out who's the guy, who's the person. But in the John Horn race now, if you take the facts, the person that you should be voting for in the judge's race would be the one that is a lawyer, the one that graduated from college, the one that lives in the district. Those simple 3 little qualifications.
Yeah.
Mitch Tyner.
That's right.
Okay. That's the way I look at that. But anyway, I'm also reminding you that you vote today. You can also vote tomorrow till noon, absentee. So if you're going to be out of town, this election is going to be decided by probably a couple of hundred people, because people don't get out and vote in these special elections. They don't get out and vote in real elections, much less special elections. So y'all get out and vote and figure out what to do. Let's see, Donna Yowell, Coleman Boyd in John Horn's seat. I'll have to check on him, see who he is. And then we also have the Mumford person, and then we have, I forgot who else. But we need to look into this. We need to get it educated. The reason why I'm not educated on it as much is because I don't vote in that district.
Right.
It's not my district. But I would like to make sure that these other people are well informed. So we need to investigate that. Act like you do something around here someday. Okay. Also,
Charlie, do you hear him talking bad about your mama?
That dog ain't gonna do nothing to me. But anyway, also let's see what else we got here. The people are talking about the fair attendance in decline. Now, I saw in the headline of another story that they said, but we made more money than ever. So that must be off the vendors,
right?
Because you're charging $10 at the door where it used to be $5.
Yeah.
So you didn't make it at the door. So you must have made it off the vendors, and there's less and less vendors going to the fair. We need to revisit all of that. When we had a fair commission, it used to be like that.
And we don't have a fair commission any longer?
No.
What happened to the fair commission?
Andy sent it home.
He did?
Yes. He got rid of the fair commission. And y'all got to think about this. Oh, Pastor Jeff Stallworth is running for that seat as well. Greg Piggott, thank you very much. And for John Horn's seat. And, we need to get somebody in John Horn's seat, because next thing you got to do is replace him in Jackson, because he had, just like the Canton guy who's doing the survey on how to get people to ride Canton. We can walk from one side to the other, but we're fixing to work on Pie Gut. I said it wrong. Okay. Greg Pie Gut. Thank you. Okay. So I corrected that. But in Canton, they're doing all this stuff. And in Jackson, we're doing is forming committees and talking.
Yeah.
We got to do better.
There's got to be some money floating around in there somewhere for all these
There's always,
committees.
it's just like
who's getting paid.
Timothy Jenkins is coming in, hopefully later this morning.
Okay.
And, he's been on the show with us forever, but he cuts trees for a living.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And he has run into a situation in Ridgeland.
Right.
Where a guy is being paid a ton of money to cut trees down.
Mm-hmm.
But all he does is sub the work out to somebody else.
Right.
And I mean, we're talking, let's say the sub is getting 600 or 500 a tree and the other guy's still making more money than him.
Right.
Something's wrong with that picture. What is going on when we bid jobs out to where everybody can sub out the job and still be paying $500-$600 a tree, which is a good deal for those people who've ever dropped a tree.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't understand why we don't get the low bid from the get-go.
That's right.
I mean, because you can find
must be a buddy system going on there.
Yeah, well,
boy system.
And it's just something's not right in that picture.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
then that guy has himself in a pickle because he can't find anybody to cut him that cheap.
Well, remember he had 200 trees he needed to get down a week, and he offered, what was it, $110,000 to get those down.
Mm-hmm.
Then when the next week he had 100 trees left, and he says, I'll pay you $55,000 to take down those 100 trees. Then he said, no, I need to go up a little bit to where it's this number. He said, no, I can't do that. Then I won't make $70,000 off the deal or whatever. I'm like, that's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
It's somebody's going to make double to cut down the trees than you could have gotten. And look, it's $600 a tree. There are people out there that'll cut them down for $400 a tree.
Yeah.
So
surely there was multiple
that are
bids.
insurance, that have insurance and all that. Sure, there's multiple bids.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that when bid process comes in, you can move that bid to somebody who is not particularly the low bid. You ain't got to get the lowest bid, but you have to, because that person may not be as qualified.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they need to put stipulations that once you win a bid, you cannot subcontract it out.
Exactly.
That's the answer to that problem.
If you can't do the job, you don't put your money in for the job.
That's right.
And and I know everybody likes to sub out. I'm gonna get this and I'm gonna do that and blah blah blah.
Gonna make him some quick
everybody
money.
wants to make money by doing nothing.
Yeah.
But to know that our government money
is wasted,
and your money in Ridgeland, you could have that that extra penny we're paying on all the food that we get in Ridgeland.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, I want y'all to know, I drive through every day and buy something in Ridgeland that is food based.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm paying that extra penny.
Mm-hmm.
And on every dollar for your tourism. But if your government would save you money by getting the low bid,
yes,
then you would have more money to do the right things. But there's so much graft in this business and politics. We've got to wake up and look at it. We'll be back and talk about Shad White talking about that in just a moment right here on the Clay Edwards Show. Chip Matthews, Don McKenzie filling in today, and we'll be right back. Shad White talking about that in just a moment right here on the Clay Edwards Show. Chip Matthews, Don McKenzie filling in today, and we'll be
103.9 WYAB.
This is Central Mississippi's Stimulating Talk.
103.9 WYAB. Pocahontas, Jackson.
UrgeVet Emergency Vets Madison has been serving your pets for 5 years now. From late night emergencies to weekend worries, we have been here caring for your pets when your regular vet isn't available.
From the moment you walk in the door, our team of veterinary professionals is here to care for your pets at all hours of the nights, on weekends, and holidays. Located at 15 Olympic Way in Madison. Call us at 601-790-1918. UrgeVet, always here when your pet needs us most.
Looking for the ultimate reset for your body and skin? At Core Wellness and Recovery, you'll find next level services like cryotherapy, red light therapy, infrared sauna, body sculpting, and advanced facials. Whether you want to boost performance, recover faster, or just feel your best, Core Wellness and Recovery delivers real results with zero downtime. From muscle relief to radiant skin, this is self-care redefined. Come experience the future of wellness, Core Wellness and Recovery, just off Highland Colony in Ridgeland. Book now at corewellnessandrecovery.com.
Hey guys, I have a secret for you. We notice. We notice when you're tired all the time. We notice when your drive is gone. We notice when you're just not feeling that into us. But here's the good news. It might not be your age. It might be your testosterone level. Hey y'all, I'm Morgan at Men's Health of Mississippi. We help men just like you. We specialize in giving you back your strength, your energy, stamina, and confidence. Don't settle for feeling less than your best. Call Men's Health of Mississippi today to find out what your testosterone level is. Trust me, we'll notice that too.
Craving something extraordinary in Jackson? Manship Restaurant is where your taste buds hit the jackpot. Join us for happy hour every day from 3 to 6 p.m. where your wallet will thank you and your stomach will sing. Indulge in half-price wood-fired pizzas because why pay full price for half the fun? And for just $5, dive into our private barrel bourbon picks. That's right, luxury on a budget. Plus, beat the heat with our frozen drink specials, a tropical escape without the travel expenses. Make your way to the Manship where happy hour isn't just a time, it's an experience.
Ladies, tired of running on empty, sleepless nights, mood swings, stubborn weight, skin that has lost its glow? It is not just getting older. It is your body begging for help. Hey, y'all, I'm Morgan at Women's Wellness in Mississippi. At Women's Wellness in Mississippi, we bring it all together. Hormone therapy, medical weight loss, and the latest, greatest aesthetic treatments like facials, lasers, Botox, and so much more. This is where wellness and beauty meet so that you can feel amazing inside and out. At Women's Wellness in Mississippi, the best version of you is waiting right around the corner.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Whether you're at home, in your car, or on the field, let Shelter be your shield. Come see me, Jamie Creel.
Hi, Kim Wade here. Are you craving a home-cooked meal without the hassle? Come over to McBee's Bar and Grill in Ridgeland for their Blue Plate lunch specials. Served up every weekday, at McBee's is a different entree every day. Chicken spaghetti on Mondays, beef tip Tuesday, pork chop Wednesday, spaghetti Thursday, and catfish Fridays. And McBee's Blue Plate lunch comes with 2 classic southern sides and cornbread or a roll. McBee's specials are served every weekday from 11 to 2. McBee's, buzzing the red since 1982.
Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. This is the Clay Edwards Show.
And I am Chip Matthews filling in for Clay Edwards along with Dawn McKenzie, who just carried Charlie downstairs to get a bath. So the puppy's not here anymore. It's just me and Dawn. Well, it's just me right now. But anyway, I wanted to tell y'all about something good, positive going on in Ridgeland. And has to do with trees. It's the inaugural Pecan Festival will be going on October 18th. It's at Freedom Ridge Park under the pecan trees at the park entrance. Okay. They're going to have all kind of things there. They're building off the momentum of Ridgeland's 125th anniversary. The festival is slated for 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. tomorrow. So it will be over in time for you to go cut on the TV and watch Ole Miss and State play. Ole Miss is playing Georgia. State is playing Florida, which that game has lost its pizzazz since it didn't, what's his name? Mullen is there. But, you know, he wasn't that good anyway. Anyway, so they'll be doing this, and there'll be all kind of things out there. Allegedly, there will be pecan treats and live music, local art, and children festivity. It ought to be great. You know, it doesn't say if there's a fee to get in. I don't see that anywhere, or that it is free to get in. But go by and check that out. It's something to do on Saturday, tomorrow, the Pecan Festival. And up until they started, if you notice, they wrapped all the electrical boxes or power boxes that control the lights, the red lights in the area. They all had that pecan thing on them. And I was going, when did that become a thing in Ridgeland? But I guess it is. But I figured there'll be a lot of pecan pies and things like that, and we'll just see. I don't know. I've never been to a pecan festival, and so this time we'll be going to a city that celebrates nuts. Okay. Okay, so that's going on there. And then in Canton, you got the upstairs downtown event where you go in all the buildings on the square. That isn't this weekend. That's coming up in November, and you can buy tickets now. And that event, you get to go into the refurbished buildings in Canton, and you'll also get to go and see the lofts in Canton upstairs in all the buildings. So make sure you go and see. Yeah, go ahead. Never mind. I'm trying to run a radio show here. You're just trying to run around.
You had an empty chair.
Who was going to be in it?
Well, Charlie needed a bath.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So you was talking about the
upstairs
downtown?
Yes.
Okay, nice.
So I was telling everybody they need to check that out.
Yeah.
Brought to you by the Canton Garden Club.
Absolutely. Those wonderful ladies have done a beautiful job.
They're doing a fantastic job.
Mm-hmm.
They do great.
Yeah.
And, there's a lot of great things that go on in Canton and in Ridgeland and in Madison.
Mm-hmm.
And, Madison, you're coming up on the Scarecrow events. And they do the Scarecrow Car Festival. And check them all out.
I think Canton has something coming up November 1st, too. Canton Market, maybe. I'm trying to find it here. I had it in my phone. Oh, here it is. Canton Hometown Market, November 1st from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. It's called Sleigh and Shop. Kick off the holiday season at the inaugural market on the Canton Square.
Wow.
How about that? That's pretty cool.
And then the day after Thanksgiving, on Black Friday, that's when the lights come on.
Is it that?
Yes,
that's the day, huh?
That's the day.
It's so beautiful.
And when the lights come on, the money starts rolling in Canton. If you own a restaurant in Canton during that time, you can make some dollars.
Are there any restaurants open on the square besides Mary Penn?
There are no restaurants on the square currently.
That's sad.
So,
what an opportunity is being missed.
I will correct that at some point. I was talking to Fred Cerami about it, and then you've been in contact with us. And it's just got to happen. It's got to happen soon. Somebody was saying, Chip, we need the tomahawk back. Yeah, we need the tomahawk back. I want to open up a restaurant on the square in Canton and call it Christmas.
Christmas?
And it would be Christmas year round in the building. And every day you'd walk in, you'd have Christmas cookies.
Yeah.
And you could always buy ugly Christmas sweater. Tacky Christmas sweaters, is that what they call them? I'd have them all up on the shelf where you could buy them year round. And then every year, everybody go, I can't find a tacky Christmas sweater. They'll say, we can go to Canton and get one at Chip's place called Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas. Oh, well, I've got a million.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So what else is going on today? We're going to talk about Shad again. Let's talk about Shad again because we're on the Clay Edwards show now. Filling in for Clay. Clay is out today because of death of a friend, and that's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
And so I stepped up and said, I'll come on in. He's a good friend of all of ours, but I came on in and,
we got the Lake Caroline stuff we can talk about also.
You want to talk about it? You want to talk about Shad first? Let's talk about Shad first.
Okay.
Or you want to talk about Lake Caroline
No, we'll
first?
go back to Shad.
We'll go back to Shad.
I like him. He needs to stay right there where he is in the state auditor's office.
Yes, he does.
He's getting some good stuff done and bringing some bad stuff to light. And
well, the other thing there is the Mississippi legislature needs to give the state auditor and also the Secretary of State the power to prosecute on their own without going to the Attorney General.
Right.
Because if you go back in time, they didn't have the power. And when it was, let's say when it was who was the Democrat that was in office forever? But anyway, when there's a Democrat sitting in that seat and the rest of the government's all Republican, it doesn't do you any good to go to the Attorney General and get them to prosecute. Currently, our Attorney General, when you carry things to her, she's a Republican, and she'll be running for governor, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, they all work their way up the ladder.
But she won't prosecute certain crimes for other people, and that is a problem. I think any crime you bring in, I brought in 100 parts of voter fraud No, we're not going to do that. I got a letter from her. I've got receipts.
Yeah, you got
I
some
got
receipts.
You know, and somebody says, Chip, you don't have any receipts. Yeah, I got receipts. And I got a letter that says, we're not going to prosecute voter crimes.
Mm-hmm.
But we got to do that. And the more, like Shad White has exposed people that are voting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, dead folks on Medicaid rolls and taxpayer-funded cell phones for state employees that are never turned on, welfare funds spent on speeding tickets, cell phone bills, and college football tickets.
And right now, you ain't got to spend money on college football tickets with the state money, because right now, if you are a politician and you know somebody that is pushing the sports betting bill, then I'm sure you can get tickets and flights to the game. I mean, they carried the speaker last year along with a group of friends down and family down to the Super Bowl and put them up and carried them to the Super Bowl last year in New Orleans. So don't think that you can't get paid. And so when we look at this thing where they're pushing school choice and education freedom, and they haven't written a bill yet at all. There's nothing written in stone or paper or anything to vote on.
Mm-hmm.
And even Tate, and then look, this is one I'm against Tate on, because Tate says he's for school choice because that's what Trump said.
Trump didn't say that.
Trump didn't say school choice in the way that you are taking it. He says, I'm giving you school choice. I'm giving the money back to the state to have the choice on how to spend it.
Yeah, he's doing away with the Department of Education at a national level to give the schools choice to how to spend their money.
And look, and if we did something similar to that in Mississippi, let's just say we got rid of all of the administration that's running the school system, or cut it back to where 60% of the money doesn't go to administration, but 30% goes to administration.
Yeah.
30% goes to the teachers. We'd be giving teacher pay raises.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be wonderful? The teaching assistants could get raises.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the kids would get money toward them. And they would be able to, the teachers would have a budget, say, where they don't have to go in their pocket to buy the supplies they need.
The morale would be so uplifted
in the school. But I mean, and look, the whole thing, it's like, for instance, the only thing right now, if you're going to school, you got to get the kids and the teachers, they get on the same page. Let's say, for instance, if you're at a school like Jackson Prep or Forest Hill, let's say Forest Hill, to have a public school, and you start winning football games.
Yeah.
And you start doing things like the school comes together as a community, and they're inspired and they come along. And then if you got rid of all the negatives of school, which would be money should not be a problem at a school. So school choice with the money going to the poor people at prep that need the money.
Yeah.
And then to JPS, the poor people at Forest Hill.
Yeah.
That's what school choice does. It takes money out of the public school funds that we pay for, all of us pay for, that pay taxes, and gives it to everybody, even those that are sitting at home in homeschooling.
Right.
And so when they sit here and say that we're not for freedom and this and that, I'm saying, no, you need to blow up the system just like Trump did and give it another year and come up with a better plan.
Yeah. Start all over.
I mean,
because it's broken.
It's broken.
Our school system is broken.
And then they look at this, they're doing all this that's going to create a form of segregation. But reality here is, if the Mississippi Miracle is real and working,
why fix something that's not broken, huh?
You're about to destroy what you built.
Yeah.
It's just like a bunch of politicians, just like them. Huh? And so somebody, I guess you could say that maybe the money coming in for school choice, because somebody's beating these people in the head. Because I talked to representatives in Rankin and Madison County and on the coast and up in Hernando in those districts, that the people that are in those districts do not want school choice. The people don't want it.
Right.
And I talked to people.
But the people don't always get what they want.
Not at all. Somebody's got money that's beating these politicians in the head, telling them that they got to vote for it.
I wonder who it is.
I don't know. But maybe they win because of the Mississippi Miracle is bad for them, and that we get less money because we're getting more educated,
Mhm.
that might be bad for the Benny Thompson district.
Maybe so.
But they say that the sides are Trump versus Southern Poverty Law Center, and I'm Trump, but I'm not Southern Poverty Law Center. And they're saying if you're taking that side, you're against it.
Yeah.
You're a Democrat. No.
Shad also found that in the administration spending in K through 12 education is increasing. So they're increasing the spending in the administration part of education, despite the number of students and teachers decreasing.
Okay, so you got less students and less teachers.
Mhm.
So in a private school, that would be less income.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have that in public schools.
Mm-mm.
There's not less income coming in. It's just government making sure that all the dollars that come in get spent.
Right.
And that's wrong.
Yeah. So I see this as we talked yesterday, these teachers who are further educating themselves and climbing up that corporate ladder into the administrative office. And there's a lot of pork there that doesn't need to be there.
That's right. And I mean, they go through to Jackson State and get a drive-through doctorate. You just drive through. It's like a McDonald's. You drive through and say, hey, I'd like to get a doctorate, where everybody will have to call me Dr. So-and-so.
Oh,
and they drive
sort of
through.
like Jill Biden did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go
she wasn't a doctor, but she
played one on in politics.
Yeah. Okay. I hear you.
Okay. So, but once you get that DR in front of your name, your money goes up.
Right.
And it's all about getting your money up. You don't care about the people you're educating.
Mm-mm.
Except when somebody point blank asks you, oh, yeah, we blah, 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 little Johnny. Yeah, we blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
No, that's not the way it goes.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway.
But the kids in the Delta are the ones that are suffering the most.
Okay.
Because they don't have access to all this technology that.
And for instance, a guy from, let's say if you were in school choice, let's say in Madison County, it's easy to jump the line at County Line Road. Let's say if you're in, and you're in Madison County and you want to go to school at Callaway, you can make that's easy.
That's easy.
That's easy.
Yeah.
If that's what you really want to do, you might want to go over to Jackson and learn how to shoot a gun. Thug ways, they shoot them sideways. They turn the gun sideways when they shoot.
There's some other tax spending in here that'll just make you sick to your stomach.
Okay, go ahead, make me sick.
Nonprofits spending taxpayer grants on parties in midnight lift rides to bars.
That's something else that I've been thinking about. They had a step show that was coming up in Canton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is being paid for by the city of Canton. Gave them the money for 100 black men to have a step show.
Okay.
Which they're going to charge $15 or $20 a head, and they're bringing in their own security.
Mm-hmm. And then they're getting the building free.
And they're getting the building for free. Something's wrong with all that. Did they check to see if they had insurance?
Right.
Not city insurance.
Yeah, their own personal
insurance. And things like that are just not right.
Yeah.
And the cities like Canton, when you say you're broke, you can't be donating money to them and the NAACP and this.
Especially when you're under audit and Shad's taking all your tax money.
Exactly.
Hey, look, here's another one. Here's another good one. Millions in education and health benefits going to illegal immigrants.
Okay.
Millions.
That's nationwide.
Yeah.
But it's Mississippi money. It's your tax dollars. Everybody in this state that owns a piece of property is paying for people to go to school.
Mm-hmm. Then here's another one. Hundreds of millions in unemployment benefits going to ineligible people.
There you go.
That goes back to that department head.
Right.
Why aren't you doing your job and squeezing down your dollars?
Well, if you government work, everybody gets government work. There are people in government work that work, and there are people there just to get a paycheck and they know somebody and gave them a job. We have 30 years of corruption in Madison County through 2 supervisors that have been in office for 30 years, and their whole family, most of them, have a job or at least on Madison County insurance. I can promise you that.
Right.
Right there in Canton, Mississippi.
That's the reason they fight so hard to keep them jobs, I would suppose.
They work hard to keep people like me out.
Mm-hmm.
But they keep going, why do you keep running?
You give them a scare.
Because you keep sitting there.
Yeah.
Because you keep sitting there.
Yeah. Move over and let some new blood in.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, if you got me in, you may get a new guy in corruption. You might be able to put me away for corruption. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to take a break and be back on the Clay Edwards Show right here on WYAB. I'm Chip Matthews. She is Dawn McKenzie, and we're feeling in this morning. Okay, we're going to take a break and be back on the Clay Edwards Show right here on WYAB. I'm Chip Matthews. She is Dawn McKenzie. We're feeling in this morning.
1039 WYAB.
Hey, freedom lovers, Big River Ballistics in Morton is your one-stop shop for all your 2A need. From suppressors to everyday carry pistols and everything in between, we've got the gear. Test it in our beautiful facility and stretch out your rifle on our 1,150-yard range. Memberships start at only $40 a month. And hey, veterans, first responders, military, you're getting 10% off everything, including memberships. Visit BigRiverBallistics.com. That's Big River Ballistics, where freedom fires. Big River Ballistics, Morton, Mississippi.
At Bank of Yazoo, we believe that common sense makes for better banking. That's why we've taken our array of checking accounts and simplified them for you, boiling down features and benefits to create our New You, Achieve You, Benefit You, and Protect You checking accounts. Ready to discover how simple is better? Talk with us today. Bank of Yazoo, Bank of You. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Antique Mall of the South has 14,000 square feet of pristine, clean floor space. Home to beautiful, timeless antique treasures. Antique Mall of the South is open Monday to Saturday, 10 to 5. Check them out online at antiquemallofthesouth.com or go to the Antique Mall of the South Facebook page. You can also read the dozens of 5-star reviews online. Come see for yourself at Antique Mall of the South in Ridgeland. Now open Monday to Saturday, 10 to 5. That's Antique Mall of the South, Highway 51 in Ridgeland.
You know what's a nightmare? We've all seen that movie where the bad guy's coming and your gun jams up. Luckily, that's just a movie, but you can't take the chance it could happen to you in real life. Hey, y'all, I'm Therese Apel from Dark Horse Press, and I've written stories about a whole lot of situations where people needed their gun to work for them. So if yours is moody or likes to jam, you need to take it to Guns and Gear. Let their professional gunsmiths look at it and fix it so it'll work when you need it. They're the absolute best at what they do, and that's why I buy all my guns from them. That's Guns and Gear in Gluckstadt. Check them out today.
Why should you choose Ceramic Air Conditioning and Heating for all service or installation? Well, they purchase all parts directly from the manufacturer. All of their factory-trained technicians have been hand-selected for skill, work ethic, and experience. There are never any hidden fees or charges. Ceramic Air Conditioning and Heating is dedicated to your complete satisfaction, and they're family-owned and operated. For residential and commercial service or installation, contact Ceramic Air Conditioning and Heating, 601-317-0729, or make an appointment through their Facebook page.
Whether new construction or remodeling, Stephen Arrington and his team at Elite Custom Construction can design and build your dream kitchen and cabinets, inside and outside. Using high-quality products, Elite Custom Construction specializes in cabinetry and intricate millwork. Established in 2011, licensed and insured, Elite Custom Construction is your solution to your next project. Call Stephen at 601-927-0552 or visit them online at elitecustomconstruction.net.
Here's a word from John White, the owner of Two Gun Tactical in Flowood and Ridgeland.
I carry a gun every day, all the time. Last year in America, 2 million legal guns were pulled, and it stopped the threat. So I'm really wearing a firearm just to stop the threat. There's more likelihood of me just pulling it and not using it than there is using it. TwoGunTactical.com, TwoGunTactical.com.
Two Gun Tactical, the South's only country club.
Come check us out at Planter Supply in the heart of downtown Bentonia. Not only are we here to cover all of your food plot needs, but you will find that we're fully stocked with a variety of ammo and other hunting necessities, including feeders, cameras, and climbing stands. Your pet's health is important to us as well. We have a wide array of animal health products and accessories, along with the highest quality feed for your livestock and pets. So come check us out at Planter Supply in the heart of downtown Bentonia, or give us a call at 662-755-8782.
Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. This is the Clay Edwards Show.
Yes, it is the Clay Edwards Show. I am Chip Matthews, 7:55 in the morning.
Woohoo!
And the traffic builds up where it normally is. So y'all do that. You ain't got to worry with the federal workers because they're still off.
extended vacation.
Okay, so the question online on our Facebook page, which of course you can like and love, it's on the Chip Matthews Show page. It's also on the Chip Matthews and Dawn McKenzie Facebook page.
Yeah.
And it's also on YouTube and X as the Chip Matthews Show. And we're getting it all
We're
put
everywhere.
together. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. Marshall says, what is the Madison County nepotism tree?
That's a good question.
Wow.
It wouldn't be hard to figure out, but it would take a long time.
Well, let's just go through it this way.
Okay.
Banks has been in office. He did miss sometimes, but he's been in office a little over 28 years.
Mm-hmm. So we got Banks. So I'm gonna write this down so I can follow this.
So Banks, okay, in Madison County politics, Banks has family members working everywhere, including if you don't work for, and it's also the situation where if you don't work in the Madison County, then Madison County will swap some people with the city of Canton and with the city of Canton school district in order to where all of them can work. Like, for instance, Banks's niece or whatever is the city attorney for Canton.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
But he's also kin by marriage to Mike Espy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mike Espy, of course, makes $1 million a year, plus his firm makes another $1 million a year as the county attorney.
Mm-hmm. And then wasn't his niece also the one that let the money slide out? That the
you
millions?
Mean the $2.9 million, $2.7 million that disappeared, and some of it they got some of it back, but they've never told us who the arrest was, where they got the money back from, or anything.
Right, and that person's related to Banks too.
Yes, related to Banks.
Okay.
Then you have Griffin.
Mm-hmm.
Griffin's been in office. Well, one of them's 30 years and one of them's 28 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Might as well be the same.
Okay. They've been in office forever and all their family works there. And you've got to understand that it's advantageous if your family works there because you can get them off of your payroll. And they've been there long enough for these people to have 20 years in and retire. They're retiring generations of their own family.
Right.
Who have worked in government and are getting a check and getting retirement with PERS. And then, of course, all of these people, you'll know when they're fixing to retire because they'll move them up so that their high 4 is at the end. So they've been sweeping the floor for 16 years and getting paid well above minimum wage, but paid well. Then all of a sudden they become the director of broom operations and they inflate the salary and they retire with a much higher paycheck. Yeah. And that's one of the corruptions in PERS that I don't understand why the state doesn't get involved in that. But the state, all the politicians know better than to get into like Madison County and places like that because they don't want to lose those votes.
Right. So what about Steen?
Steen, I don't know what he's got in there. I just know that he messes up all by himself because what he does is he says he's a Republican and does not vote Republican on anything.
Yep.
Steen, Griffin, Banks.
The three amigos.
The three amigos, locktied. And I'm sure he's got some family members in there, but he may not, but he has not been good in the long run. He was, I think everybody starts out with well-intentions in politics, but the longer you stay, you're going to be corrupt before it's over. That's why they should have term limits.
Yes.
Oh.
And everything.
Exactly.
Except for Trump. He can go to 4 more years.
Yeah, we can give Trump 4 more years. Okay, that's going to do it for us in this hour. We'll be back for the next hour right here on the Clay Edwards Show.